Hello and welcome to Everything Fear, your one-stop shop for all things horror. I'm Kit Tinsley. I'm a horror author, film academic and general horror geek. Today we're doing another retro review. In these reviews I look back at older movies I haven't seen for years or that I somehow missed. Today we're looking at the 1982 classic The Entity.
They will find The Entity.
The Entity was released in 1982 and is somewhat forgotten to the mists of time, partly due to being released the same year as another haunted house juggernaut, Poltergeist, and partly due to the controversial nature of the movie itself. Based on the novel by Frank de Felitta, which itself was based on the alleged true supernatural horrors that were being inflicted on a Californian single mother in the 1970s. The movie stars Barbara Hershey as Carla Moran, a hard-working single mother of a teenage son and two young daughters, who becomes the target of a powerful supernatural force. The controversy around the film is that this entity allegedly inflicted multiple rapes and sexual assaults on Ms. Moran. The film was directed by Sidney J. Furie, an experienced director who had never previously, nor would ever again, make another horror movie. However, he had made some exceptional thrillers and crime movies, and perhaps that is how The Entity should be viewed. The film faced criticism at the time for revelling in the rapes of Carla and for its leery gaze on Barbara Hershey. However, in recent years it has been re-evaluated, and certainly in the wake of the Me Too movement, it has become an even more powerful film. For at its very core, if we remove the supernatural element from this story, it is essentially about a woman struggling to be believed that she has been raped, especially as most of the men in the movie seem determined not to believe her. What did I like about this movie? The direction in this movie is fantastic. Furie uses a lot of really odd angles that make us feel uneasy and also express the power dynamics within the film. The set design is also great, much like its contemporary Poltergeist. This film looks very real. The houses within it don't look like show homes, they look lived in, they're cluttered. These are real homes of families. The acting is pretty good all round, but particularly from Barbara Hershey, who imbues Carla with a heartbreaking vulnerability, but also a strength that really shines through. The music for this movie is insanely powerful. Written by Charles Bernstein, who also wrote the music for A Nightmare on Elm Street. It has a pounding metallic sound that makes you feel like your ears are being violated. Not a pleasant experience, but certainly fitting for the subject matter of the film. The special effects in this movie, done by Stan Winston, are amazing. There's a scene during one of the assaults where we see Carla's breast being squeezed by an unseen hand. We see the finger indentations on her breast, but no fingers making them. It's some totally astounding and disturbing work. If you enjoy this video, if you could please subscribe, give us a like, and maybe tickle that bell icon to be notified when we upload future content, that would be great, thank you. What didn't I like? To be honest, there's very little that I can negatively criticise this movie for. Perhaps there are a few shots of Barbara Hershey that can be considered leery, but I think they're intentional, and to give the sense of the lustful nature of what is watching her before the attacks. Likewise, I find a lot of the male characters in this annoying at best and abhorrent at worst. However, again, this is intentional, to show what Carla was up against to be believed. So in conclusion, The Entity is a powerful and disturbing film to this day. It's not an easy watch, and it does everything it can to make you feel uncomfortable. However, I honestly believe it is a somewhat overlooked and forgotten masterpiece. A film that's as relevant, if not more relevant today than when it was made. And a film that is still very frightening. Well, thank you very much for joining me. If you've seen the entity, let me know your thoughts on it down in the comments below. And until next time, stay scared and stay tuned.